Shana Tova. Chag Sameach. It has become my tradition to write a story for Erev Rosh Hashanah that has been inspired by my experiences from the past year and that somehow relates to the themes and liturgy of the high holiday season. This year with more of a Kabbalistic twist. I hope you enjoy this year's story, The Baby and the Bear. A baby is born into a world of possibility. But before we even greet the baby in this world, the baby enters a small, confined space that more closely resembles a cave. There, in that cave, the character of each person is created, perfected, cemented. The baby knows not how she or he got into the cave, or even what they're supposed to do there. Each baby finds himself or herself in this cave with another. For across from the baby sits a beast. Now, if I wanted to make this seem very biblical, I would say a lion. But the Chicago in me believes it's a bear. And a baby doesn't start with a grown bear, a baby bear called a cub. The baby and the cubby bear sit and look at one another. Each laughs and cries. Each gets hungry. Each throws a tantrum. In a sense, they don't even really know or care that the other is there with them. It seems very benign, a baby and a cubby bear. But then each one begins to grow. The baby begins to develop and mature, and the cub begins to grow into a bear. Suddenly, they become aware of the other. And each of us is faced with a choice: to engage our bear or to distance ourselves from our bear. There is something warm and cuddly about the bear that draws us close. And there is something fierce and dangerous that frightens us away. And this relationship determines what kind of person we will in fact be. For some of us never learn to deal with it, and the bear simply devours us. And we, in fact, become the bear. We walk out of that cave into the world of vast possibility, disguised as a person when we're really just a wild bear. For some of us, we learn to cope with the bear. We set boundaries and grow conscious of when it's a threat and when it's a benefit. And we walk out of the cave knowing the dangers and the advantages of having a bear side. Unfortunately, very few of us learn to master the bear. Very few of us stand up in that cave and walk straight at it and place our hand on its forehead. Few of us have the bear kneel before us. Few of us learn to ride the bear. The secret is that the primordial bear exists for each and every one of us. In fact, some of us probably have more than one bear. And this time of year, this Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, is a time when each of us can reflect back on our lives, on our journeys, on our beginnings, on the caves where we all began. Each of us has a bear. Perhaps we remember it for all of its positives during Yizkor. Perhaps we consider it when we beat our chests during the Al-Chet prayer. In the Bible, when Daniel met his beast in the pit, Daniel relied on God, and Daniel emerged unharmed from the lion. No matter how we've dealt with our own beasts in the past, how will we reconcile with the bear this year?